I never mentioned where Ben's missing teammate, T Lame, went on the day the Team Masturbators, which is Ben's team, played Spartan Systems in the Broken Arrow PTE. Turns out, he went to prom.
You shouldn't drink, you're too
How
young.
many beers, Teed?
No.
No!
He's not.
Did you taste the pussy already?
No.
No?
No, not now.
Soon. He's on his way. He's on his way.
Soon.
Soon.
No, soon he will taste it, I guess.
You should
I'll-
you should roleplay Pro Tries and send them out to your
You guys
room.
want video later
Deadline.
of me doing it?
Yes, yes,
He
yes.
is
Yes,
drunk.
yes.
He is
Okay,
drunk.
I'll get a video without doing it.
Also, we never got the video. Well, if I had a penny every time I let a Spetsnaz GRU into my line, I'd have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but my balls kind of hurt due to how many due to how much damage the Spetsnaz GRU are causing behind my lines. Anyways, guys, welcome. Today's not really that much of a special day, but I hope it's good enough for you to get by. My name's Cord, and we have today the second game against MBK when I had to sub in the Broken Air tournament, or the Broken Air PT tournament match. And we're on Druid Forest, playing the same deck, also a flank, as motorized, guards motorized. And, oh, I just realized I was playing on 30 FPS, am I trolling? Anyways, first thing that I think I'm going to be mentioning this time, or like starting off, is a bit different. I think last time, in the last video, you saw me open up with a couple of helicopters, 2 helicopters to help me open up, secure the cap, and then also eventually push my units infantry around. This time I want to talk, I mean that's taken for granted, right? But this time I want to talk about a bit, some different stuff, because it's going to be a bit more about the team this time, and this has to do with the 1 VDV we have on, actually their team has 2 VDV, but we have 1 VDV, and these pings, as you can see here, along with the very laggy graphics, or the recording, is basically me being warned that my opponent, if he's on this flank, his name is Pekuda, he will try to sneak units. Also, I can't believe it. Is it still this laggy? It does look quite laggy, but anyways, he will try to sneak stuff somehow, either through this, like from here or from here, I don't know, but he will. And I have been informed, and I thought to myself, okay, well that's fair. I mean, I guess I'll just go over there and try to take control of the A cap. Actually, this lagging is horrendous. Let me try to speed it up until it's gone. It definitely doesn't help when you're trying to stream on Discord and stuff. Oh. Is it this bad? First time watching it myself. Anyways, well, I lost both my helicopters trying to like fight my opponent's helicopters. I mean, this is my second OHOTNIC that I eventually had to call out. So in reality, I lost 3 helicopters in total, just trying to get rid of these helicopters, get rid of whatever's trying to get into B. I had to pull out a little bit. And then as of now, it's pretty fair. We do have, I mean, I dropped an SSO squad inside of the A cap, which is pretty nice. I also used my Mi-28 to try to get into a sneaky position to get rid of the boomerang, use the rockets along with the autocannon. The good news about the, or like the I think it's, assumed, even though I do lose my helicopter here for a not so good trade, I was betting on the fact that my income could get me back into the game earlier, and I lost. Well, I think I took a quick glance there. About 800 points lost with not much killed. But I was just trying to hide here with my SSO, because I know that my opponent, if he wanted to push me, he would have to get some kind of infantry into the cap, along with maybe a tank, but I have a Terminator for that. And then he pinned someone, I think he managed to spot me with that Spetsnaz GRU or whatever. I just wasn't good enough at hiding myself. I could have just stayed at my side of the map and we would have been fine, but essentially dropping 100 points worth of infantry just to get bombed when my A isn't even in the front yet doesn't make a lot of sense. And this is what happens in the opening of the match, where when neither side really has any AA, you kind of need to rely on the fighters to actually do anything productive. And here we do manage to kill one of the Spetsnaz GRU in the back lines, but I also lose my plane in the process. So it's definitely like, I mean, if I kill the Spetsnaz GRU and an infantry squad, it's pretty much worth it. Here my opponent pushed in 2 of his infantry squads and 1 the CQC squad, and 1 is the Guards Monostroki. Those guys have really decent anti-tank. And here I'm just trying to hold the cap and I try to maneuver. I guess I'll talk about the team stuff in the meantime. Since both sides are trying their best at fielding motorized, and there's, like, as I mentioned last video, there's a thing called the Tochka. It's like a ballistic missile thingy, and like each ballistic missile launcher is like 150 points, right? If you have like 300 points, a spare 300 points, then you can use them to just launch some ballistic missiles and then quickly just, you know, delete a building if you wanted. And they would cost about like after you refund them, obviously they would cost, I don't know how that went through my smoke there, but I guess I'm playing on the like 150 ping. But yeah, like that's what happens. Like, you just quickly ballistic a missile a building and you get rid of it. Afterwards, here I lose my Terminator, which is really unfortunate. I still had my vehicle here because if you remember earlier, someone warned me that, or my teammate warned me that he might try to sneak something through the flank. And well, as of now, we don't really know what's going on. I've basically lost everything I've had on the front, and I'm still relying on my crazily high income to get me back into the game. As you can see here, and all of a sudden, this guy runs a B-15 Kurganets with an SSO squad into my face, and I have nothing to respond to that. That being said, I do have enough points for another SMT, so not sure why. We do finally figure out where the first Spetsnaz GRU is. Well, I guess we have our answer now. But also, they have an extremely high amount of SAMs here in the back. About 3, now 2, since we bombed one of those. And as you can see right now, I'm not doing a great job. I was wondering how the hell my opponent managed to sneak this guy through when I had a vehicle, a recon vehicle looking down this street. Turns out this rat, he went this way. He border humped the map to a point where I actually had no clue that, I mean, I never thought about people doing that before. I was like, there's no roads there, why would you go there? Well, that's practically what the French thought about when what was that place called again? The Marginal line, you know, like, yo, there's a forest there, why would you go there? That's exactly that was my mentality, and that's why I got fucked so hard this game. I mean, I'm kind of spoiling what happened this game. But as you can see here, I have practically no control, nothing on the map right now, and I still haven't dealt with the things in my lines. I probably should have just called in my SMT anytime instead of just getting more units in more trucks. 0.38 KD is definitely not something desirable. I think it's pretty much it's a pretty bad thing to do. Oops. Well, that was kind of awkward. The equivalent of IRS in my place was called. But anyways, I mean, I don't. I mean, it's true that I don't pay taxes, but that's mainly because I have no actual income. So I guess we're fine then. It's not about me, by the way. Like, it has nothing to do with me. But alright, it's a joke, guys. It's it's a joke. Anyways, what's going on right now is that I'm desperately trying to get back into the game. You could say that, you know, why not just give up A? Why not just give up A? But that's not really something that I like to do. Also, that ballistic missile pretty much says that. Well, I'm pretty sure that he just spotted my my helicopter resupplying there, and along with the Igloo team over there, it's definitely not helping. So, a couple things about this flank that we have to address at the moment. One is that there's something here, or here, or here. I have no idea. They definitely have a recon vehicle sitting here that can spot all the way out here if there's anything on the open that's like driving or something. He has Igwas here, he has a Terminator or a B-15, I forgot, and then also some infantry. And then you might wonder, Corn, how did you get yourself into a position like this? Well, I probably fed a bit too many helicopters and maybe a plane, an extra plane, and also a tank, without, paying too much attention to it. So now, as a result, I have to clear out every single patch of grass over there out in the open. And it's going to take a heck long enough time because, A is going to be theirs for a while, and if they happen to be pressuring B all of a sudden, it's going to be my fault. I'm going to be the one that gets cooked here. Actually, no, it's my teammates that's the one that's screwed, but, I'm also very much responsible for that. And as a result, me calling out a book early on actually isn't going to help me because since I kind of YOLO'd my own units, this is something that normally you call in the AA because you would expect to have a strong ground presence to a point where, oh, okay, my opponents are going to bomb me. My opponents are going to bomb me, so I need AA. I still need to rely on my teammates ASF who, like the same guy is on the other side of the map. Actually, he's right next to me. But then on the other hand, if I don't really have anything on the ground at the moment, there's nothing for him to bomb, therefore he wouldn't use planes against me if he was, smart. So it was kind of useless, if you think about it. Like the book, it's kind of useless now because there's nothing to bomb. And right now I'm just trying to use these Kozaliks to quickly, Kozaliks to quickly drive around, try to find the Spetsnaz GRU, and we have now found them inside this brush right here. I'll just have to figure it out how to get our CQC infantry into a position that can take them out, and hopefully one day we can push back into A. One day, okay, one day. And let's skip a little bit because this section is kind of boring. I'm still going to talk about what the team does in the meantime. So there's always a VDV player on our team, or on someone's team, where he would be hovering an ASF. Sometimes two if a motorized player has time. As you can see, my opponents, they have two VDVs, so you can definitely expect there to be even more fighters. And for us, we just have one because we like a bit more, more ground presence. The more, the better. And I think it's definitely up to team preference. You can have even more presence with US, since US air is pretty much just very strong in general. But in Russian mirrors, normally people just field one or two VDVs and then send the VDV guy on a flank that normally doesn't have too much things to do, or a flank where it's rather easier to defend, like B cap. At least for us. For our opponents, the guy who plays B is going to have a very hard time attacking into B as VDV. So they're doing a pretty decent job at taking control of these buildings here. As for me, I'm still trying to clear out this very annoying. Yeah, this is the moment I figured out. Okay, buddy. You actually Porter humped all the way. I can't believe it though. It's disgusting. I've never met opponents that were that decided to okay guys, today we're gonna go to the edge of the map and then we're gonna have to yeah, I was quite baffled at this point. But it's all in fair game, right? If it's a playable side of the map, he's not really abusing anything. And honestly, it's just me that's never thought about that before. No way, man, that's crazy. So for us right now, we just need to try to get back into the game. Hopefully my no line of sight there, unfortunately. Turns out the Spetsnaz GRU was right there and right next to me, so at least finally we managed to find the Spetsnaz GRU, catch him in the act. Unfortunately, he was resupplying them with the same BTR that I spotted earlier, so I have to unwillingly trade my SSO, which is a really valuable CQC infantry, for Spetsnaz GRU. I guess it's still fine. Finally this guy's out of my gone from my front lawn. On the other hand, this isn't the only time that my opponent has decided to sneak stuff into my backline. As you can see, I mean, that is another BTR. Well, what if he has more? What if he has more infantry inside of that? But anyways, just gonna smoke myself up after getting shot at. I feel like there isn't really like the conditions of the BT just aren't too great for me to be using to even be smoking up against cornets. I'm not sure why. Regardless, we finally get a decent kill against our opponents. You know, against the units inside A. It's kind of late for that, but I'm just going to... Oh, there's something shooting at me. I still get hit by one of the Metises though, but the idea here is that I just want to take control of A cap, and then I'm going to pull out. I still have one extra smoke, but not anymore. Oh, the ballistic missiles. Yeah, as of now, we definitely have... you know, we still have A back in our control for a little while. I mean, he's trying to buy himself more units and that kind of stuff. All I need to do now is to try to pull my T-80 out into a rather safe position or whatever. How do they pronounce it in French? It's not even funny. Then I try to mimic other accents, but actually I do like it. I think yeah, I go back on that. I do enjoy trying out. Oh wait, oh, there was another Spetsnaz GRU. Who would have thought? Oh, he called in another Spetsnaz GRU because he had so much success with that, just trading against my my units. Well, guess what? Well, finally, at least I finally have something that I can clear that out with. So this guy's not gonna have his Spetsnaz GRU for a little while, anytime soon, because he just lost 2 of them. Unfortunately, as the flanks gain a bit of ground, the A cap is also faltering because I could have managed to give myself the best supplies. I mean, resupplied the best. My tank, my T-80 here is still stuck inside the cap. I have yet to relieve it of its business here. It has no APS, no smokes. There's a Metis squad that somehow managed to push behind it, so I'm kind of like just trapped here. And due to the T-80 being a very cheap tank, I can only expect it to have 2 APS charges instead of 4, so down it goes over there, and my opponent manages to drive away with his Kurganets at 1 HP. Well, luckily enough, I have a teammate with the Say Please is playing, what are they called again? Tornadoes? It's not really that popular anymore. Yeah, smoking is pretty useless for me, I don't know. But also, the Metis is a pretty popular infantry squad for people on the PT. And I think it's not necessarily just only due to the fact that it has 2 launchers, but because the increased range on live, it's 800 meters, right? It's 800 meters. So if you put them in a building, and on PT they're 1,000, they have 1 kilometer's worth of range. So as a result, they can always anything with an autocannon that fires at it, they can fire it back. And if you put them inside a building, they're actually pretty decent area denial. If you just happen to show your side or anything to the Metis, it's still going to cause a significant amount of damage here. As of now, you can see that, well, at least we're finally getting a bit of ground back. That being said, we still haven't cleared this side of the map out, along with, well, eventually we'll have to clear this section, or maybe this tree line, because it's just so close to the cap, you can just walk right in. You also have these buildings that you can just walk on by and then jump into the cap, which for me, I have to cross, you know, like this part, and it doesn't really offer me a lot of options when it comes to cover, so you can kind of just damage me with artillery. But as you can see, my opponent really doesn't have a reason to bomb me until I seem to be too much of a threat to my opponent. With infantry or tanks or blob hard enough, my book that's 1 kilometer away from where the ballistic missile is hitting, can't even hit it. Can't even hit it back. So, oh well, unlucky. So at least we force a smoke out with the Metis squad here. Just going to have to use the... I mean, we definitely have to call something out to help with that, right? But yeah, the interception of ballistic missiles, I mean the effectiveness of intercepting ballistic missiles is pretty laughable in the PTE, especially after they nerfed it for absolutely no reason. Finally we managed to ambush my opponent's units for once, which is quite nice, and oh, okay, there's someone who's calling for an SMT, but for me, a bad habit, I would assume. I'm not even sure if this is a bad habit because I rarely call out planes, and I think that calling out planes is you know, a pretty bad thing since you feed points, but since they only cost 240 for each SMT, why not, right? Why not? They're pretty easy to, like, they're pretty disposable, and they can easily clear out whatever like thing, well, whatever your opponent's trying to do. In the meantime, we're also getting rid of some things that, some units here with 2 barbars, full HP barbars on the go, on you know, currently trying to push out these infantry squads. It's pretty nice seeing that we're finally getting a bit of ground with tanks and barbars. I mean, ultimately, Korn, why do you rely on barbars as your only thing, as the only thing that you can deal against your opponent for? I mean, like, sure, I guess. I mean, I could definitely call in the B-15, but I would just be too afraid to lose them. Do you spot some supplies in the back, which is pretty nice, but we definitely need to get more units here. We also get SMT'd, which is actually quite confusing because if you bomb, or I would say the T-15 is it's an MBT, right? It has a T-14 hull, and essentially it is the kind of vehicle where if you use thermobaric weapons to bomb it, it's not going to do any damage. So I'll assume that my opponent was actually going for something else instead of my barbars here. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm trying to you know, encircle A. We don't really have A at the moment, but with 2 barbars, surely we can achieve a lot of things. And, well, okay, before we continue, you know what, we'll continue. I kind of made a mistake here by letting my Spetsnaz GRU walk out in open ground against this guy that was somehow shooting at him. Like, isn't he behind the building? I don't know, I have no clue. This game makes no sense. And then, and here I kind of messed up my own micro, since as I was trying to walk my units into the into like his side of the map. I could have definitely gotten bombed here and lost both my barbars. That would not have been fun. But we do manage to figure out, okay, everything is here. I could have used my SMT. I ended up not using it. I probably should have. But oh, we had a bit of help from our teammates. So I guess that's my SMT here. You know, let's just assume that I did have an SMT here. The problem that I had was that I really think that I was, instead of being like microing like I should have, I mean, calling in an SMT and bombing him for Christ's sake, I was really caught up with the, I should just call in some, you know, I should just call him some units, and oh, that is another SMT. And I have AA to punish that. He bombed my, oh, well, I guess he got away with it this time. His plane's kind of gliding. Oh, well. That's another SMT in the back, I believe. Oh, they definitely have it hovering for me. And here it begins, right? I'm trying to resupply nearby, and then because he has something here, I mean, I checked the, what do you call it? Oh, I accidentally get nicked by an SD-100 because I forgot to go low altitude. Maybe I even lose the plane, who knows? I almost lost the plane. I'm not allowed to resupply here because he has something up on this hill that I can't really deal with. Here, when you walk into a supply point and you can't take it, just blow it up. It belongs to someone else, right? As you can see here, guard Minosroki. And ultimately, even though we do try to take a cap, it failed. It failed. It still belongs to my opponent. The good news is that we kind of controlled, at least, or at least, you know, fought over or cleared out this side of the map, only for me to bump into another Spetsnaz GRU. I don't know how many Spetsnaz GRU this guy has. I mean, I just killed 2 earlier, right? Like, surely, I definitely called out more, and he has another, or he sent another squad up my, up behind my lines, but as a result, it's definitely not working out here. And I'm gonna have a really painful time trying to deal with this squad because, yeah, my Barbaris is dying again. Oh, there goes his my APS. It's 1 shot away from dying, and this guy's 1v5ing, by the way. This guy's 1v5ing. I mean, it's totally reasonable that all my squads here are injured and you know, torn apart, but still, it's I mean, I guess I probably should have just SMT'd it, right? Just SMT it, bro. And thought to myself, okay, I'm finally gonna use my own SMT for once. Maybe I'll use it against this bad boy here, even though it's 1 HP. I do need to change it to low altitude though. I'll just put it on standby in case someone needs it. Yeah, that Spetsnaz GRU is still kicking, by the way. Why? Okay, do you spot something though? Spetsnaz GRU out there inside B cap. So this is what happens when I mean, we're supposed to like help our teammates out, right? We're supposed to oh, supplies gets popped again. Definitely got spotted by my opponent, probably from recon in the middle. It's kind of frustrating since like you lost a bit in the opening and then now like you're getting absolutely cucked. Well, it happens, right? It happens. It's supposed to be that way. But after I'm kind of getting forced to pull my recon all the way back, I mean my supplies, just to try to resupply my units here. Oh, meanwhile on the right hand side, that is a Barbaris, 57mm in fact, and that is actually the only unit that a Spetsnaz GRU AT cannot deal with. I'm actually a bit surprised because I never expected anyone to run it, but apparently that's, you know, that's valid. Okay, sure, buddy, EDU. I mean, he's running a 57mm Barbaris. It's actually pretty viable. I mean, it's back at 300 points. Also didn't expect that, so I'm probably gonna have to buy myself some guards, metal strelky, send my recon units up behind my lines again, just to be sure that this guy isn't trying to, you know, push any more units. And for now, oh, I think I did a KD check. They're also not looking too great, but at least not as bad as we initially started off. But as you can see here, this game, I'm the one getting pretty much cucked by vision and everything. I totally should have just, I mean, I definitely could have given my opponent more ground, and then I just defended B with my, like, double stack B, gave this guy A, defended the cap, like, in a way where, I mean, like, just giving up on A, played more support, helped B. That was probably the right play for me, to be honest. Instead of trying to control A but not really being able to do it anyways, it's kind of meaningless in doing so. Along with that, I also find that it's extremely difficult because I still think that the vision that my opponent gets here there for free by just putting one random vehicle up there on the hill, and then they can spot my entire, like everything that's here out in the open that's not blocked by tree lines is absolutely frustrating. Because I get some supplies, maybe he spots it, I get some unit, he knows what's coming. But I don't. I have no, I mean, I guess I could get a helicopter to spot things, but as you know, like, Russia also is the king of SHORAD, so it's not gonna help me anyways against that. So all I can do here is just probably, you know, take the L and buy a Terminator maybe, in case I run into an SSO squad in the Spetsnaz GRU. So, you know, we're feeling pretty happy at the moment. At least for now. Oh, that is a lot of S300s right there in my face. Oh, hello, Iglo team. Yeah, we're back and ready to go. Maybe for another round 2, maybe round 3. Although at this point, it's pretty much the other side of the map that's winning us the game here. And nothing else, nothing in particular. We just need to... Just trying to get back in day if I could. I mean, this is... we're currently isolating this into a 1v1 for the most part. My teammate told me that, or like he mentioned that, I mean, okay, it's okay if I lose my 1v1, just let him 1v1 his opponent and then everything's fine. Oh, sounds fair to me. I just hope that, I still fed a lot this game, I have to admit. And, it all started because, well, I probably shouldn't have been too reckless with, like, getting an early advantage with the helicopters. Like even if you lose a bit of ground in the early game, it should be fine. Here I think I still take both hits from the cornets, but at least I take out the Kurganet, so that's fair. I just have to smoke it up again, drive my guy out. Pretty nice that the Barbars can still tank 2 cornets to the face. Oh, he's trying to push AT! Right away! Also know he has AT over there on the right hand side. Oh, that is some scary infantry. I'm gonna run away there. I quickly breach that building with the SSO. The SSO is the second best Russian infantry when it comes to... Oh, there's the SMT. Hello, SMT. Goodbye, GRU. Sorry, goodbye, SSO. And we still managed to take the plane out, so I guess it's fair. We actually do manage to take the cap back for a little while. Oh. I mean, decap it at least. So that's good, I guess. That's kind of good. Not sure why I sat in front of the building here. Oh, and the panic here from the Spetsnaz GRU. All of a sudden, everything here is going to... It's practically taking maximum amounts of damage and also not being very helpful here. So, here you can see... Oh, the panic mechanic. You know, it's actually quite punishing for someone to call in some units and then, well, basically have their transports destroyed. And as a result, you know, like, it's quite consequential to, like, to always be using them inside of a vehicle. You should always disembark them at some point. So, yeah, definitely a thing here. Oh, we're trying to trade against my opponents, Babaris, everyone's... he has this, like, quality in the back that he's always trying to guess. I remember, like, looking at their VOD. Well, maybe I'll put it in, like, post the process, like, you know, after I make the video. Or, like, when I'm making the video, maybe, like, I'll post a screenshot of where his recon was, but he could see every single one of my my logistics trying to get into the building, not like into the tree line, which I could never get a foothold on. So in reality, I probably should have just played around this side. I mean, take A. What's bad about A, huh? I guess there's nothing wrong with A. But oh, for the first time, we're finally, I mean second time, we're finally taking out our NSMT of our own, trying to deal with my mind, like, trying to let my opponent deal with the consequences of blobbing infantry up. As much as I think I like this quality is hitting my KS-17 on the roof, man. I don't know. Anyways. Oh. Getting sniped at max range, very nice. Now you're gonna put some work in there. Instantly panic my opponent's infantry. And I fuck it up. Oh well. What am I doing? Dude, I was so pissed at myself this game. I had no idea what I was doing. But well, the pilot lived. And the Terminator actually turned out to be pretty successful. And only for my pilots to get ballistic by my opponent. I'm pretty sure he... well, my opponent's ballistic, so another call from the IRS probably. Okay, it was not the IRS, thankfully, but anyways. So what, at least, the dynamic felt like was that my opponents didn't really... Or like, when it comes to bombing infantry, oh, here comes the counter-artillery. It always felt like it's always worth it to trade an SMT to bomb infantry than lose the infantry fight. Oh, my Terminator instantly gets evaporated by AT. Presumably a... what is it called again? Oh, there you have it. Guards, Middle Strokey, and Spetsnaz GRU. I mean, they have the same RPG here. But since they're blobbed up on top of each other, we get to panic them at the same time. As you can see right there. Oh, we do need to hold this guy out though. He is getting extremely low. Just need to... Oh, I finally smoked myself once. Well, that is a lot of guards, Middle Strokey. Oh, hello! Oh, so that's where his supplies are. I definitely should have... when I use my... Oh, hello. Okay, he nicks one Babars, but I guess it's alright. He also blows up his own supplies, and we're able to take out one of these along with the pilot, so it's not too bad, I guess. Definitely need to send the boomerang back though. And then I have 3 Sturmoviki squads probably in the wrong position here. And since both of my guards, Middle Strokey here are very low HP. Only one of them, I mean, one has 1 charge and the other has like 2 charges, 2 launches of the RPG. Just gonna drop my supplies here really quick. I mean, I know the dangers of resupplying right in my opponent's face, but there's nothing I can really do. I do need these supplies quite in a very dire manner. Just gonna send the... Oh, here comes my turn for a bit of boyfriend support. Doesn't really get the kill onto the T-15, but as a result, we do manage to, you know, ambush it with our own Spetsnaz GRU. Finally, for once, he can have a taste of his own medicine, thank God. Oh well, that should be about... We don't get the kill, what do you mean? Well, unluckily, previously when we tried to... I mean, you could punch through my smoke, but I can't punch through his smoke. That's not fair, that's not fair. But anyways, as you can see, you know, we're getting some decent trades and the game ended. And that was it. That was it for my journey of participating in the first and probably the only... Actually, it's not the only. I think it's the first. It's the first, at least, Broken Arrow PT tournament by having a KD of 0.65. I mean, it's the worst I've ever had in a while. Not the worst of this match, but still pretty bad, at least, I think. And after this game, there were a bunch of I don't really think it's drama, but like roster changes happened. I got I was just here to fill in for like T-Lame's spot, right? So like he eventually came back to this roster, and then the team went on to win every single game until the finals, the grand finals, where they eventually got second place. So you know, I mean, did I really spoil? I don't think so. It was a month. It was a week ago, but. Yeah, it was pretty fun watching all the games going by. That being said, it was also kind of weird watching 20, like at least 10 Russian helicopters fighting against each other at the start of the match, trying to gain ground. And besides that, our opponents, which is MBK's team, they also had a roster change, and it was a hot topic for a day or two because they subbed out a meat grinder player for a flank player, and you know, the interview was quite funny, so maybe I'll play a couple clips at the end of the video.
Блять, забыл нахуй, что ты сказал. Еще раз повтори, пожалуйста.
То, что я играл в рандоме против Корина и ожидал, что на официалке я также буду играть против Корина. Но когда туда
He was-
приехал... Ну,
he
говори,
was he was thinking that he will play against Corin and like that he would stay like he used to do that against the Corin.
He stay passive, you mean?
No, we played some practice before.
Yeah, we
Remember
had
the
done
I
random
games.
games?
remember
And
when
he
I
was
said
staying against the
everyone-
Korean. That's why he decided that he's gonna play against the Korean and everything will go well. But he was playing against the ban and everything went bad. That's what he was
Um,
saying.
You
И
wanna
то
tell
есть
them behind it?
проблема... И то есть проблема в целом у нас была такая, что я просто не понимал, меня выпушили в ноль, до этого как бы не было вообще, то есть играли мы против любых соперников, что против команды Т-90, что против Нона, что против вас, опять же, Бена имею в виду, не было такого, что меня выпушили в ноль, но это сегодня произошло, вот, и я словил небольшой тильт.
So after Ben destroyed Rubashkin in the game, like
My
when
condolences.
he played when he played the PTE, like he didn't have this problem that like he will be destroyed 100%. But after like playing against Ben, he got destroyed, so he got like a little like he became a little tilted.
Did MBK tilt in game?
NBK типа тоже тильтанул или нет?
Но, скажем так, у нас именно в играх никто не тильтовал, все играли до последнего. Потом была командная сдача, естественно, но именно чтобы кто-то ныл, не было такого. Тильтанул я после 2 игр уже.
Left or MBK swapped you out?
So, ты, короче, ливнул сам или НБК тебя заменил просто?
Но я вообще как бы тильтанул после этого, играть не сильно хотел. Ну и как бы сенатора предложили, типа, сказали, что, типа, давайте с ним сыграем. Я говорю, ну, окей, без вопросов, как бы. И мне сказали, что ты хорошо сыграл, молодец, спасибо тебе. Вот.
So
Может, еще
basically,
позовем, как бы.
like after those 2 games, he started to not to feel like sort of pissed, but at the same time started to feel sort of pissed. So NBK told him that like thank you for the play, like you did good, you did well, but they suggested Senator to join the team, and right now, as I understand, Senator will play.
Okay, so like it
Again.
was all sort of professional, right? The way it happened. Nothing like bad, no hard feeling.
То есть все типа произошло типа по, грубо говоря, обоюдному согласию. То есть тебя никто там не прессовал, типа не обзывал, не говорил ничего, просто типа
Нет,
сказали.
меня
то,
никто не прессовал, как бы мне вот это все сказали. Ну, мне как бы с одной стороны обидно, что меня по ходу турика кикают, но с другой стороны я понимаю, что если это командное решение, то если бы там решение одного человека, допустим, меня оставить, с этим бы согласился только один, то есть не вся команда, то и как бы командный дух был бы на минимуме. Если они считают, что им сенатором лучше играть, то как команде им лучше играть сенатором.
So basically, no one talks shit about him. Like they just decided as a team that they will switch Rubashkin and from Rubashkin to Senator. And like, I mean, for Rubashkin, it's a little bit upset. Like he's upset a little bit because like they're kicking him right on the tournament, you know.
I will blame the next game on Ted Lame if we lose it.
Yeah,
Are
you
you-
should do that.
You're gonna replace him? Who are you gonna replace him with?
If you, yeah. No,
will
we
replace
will
him.
replace him with
Replace him.
Rubashkin.
And with that, we've pretty much reached the end of this video, or everything I wanted to say, or wanted to share with you, basically. I had a decent first game. My second game, I got humbled a little bit thanks to a couple Spetsnaz GRUs in my backline, and there was, I probably should have SMT'd it, to be honest. It was my bad. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and special thanks to you for watching until the very end, along with the channel supporters Nova, Kiko, and KP, along with the boys at BD Armory. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see. We'll see if I get the opportunity to participate in future tournaments. If that I won't be asleep in. I mean, at least the time that, like, you know, the times where they host the tournament are at least playable for me. Not during midnight or 2 or 3 a.m. Like this one was quite tough. I could not. I felt like my eyes were closed the next day after playing these 2 games. Like for the entire day. I also had work in the evening, so part time. Anyways, yeah, that should be it, guys. I'll see you guys next time, and take care. Bye bye.